Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's 10 a.m. Eastern. It's Friday focus time. And I'm dressed a little differently than I normally am for these. I usually like button up, not that I look corporate, but I just, you know, button up. But today I'm wearing my cool jacket that you've probably never seen because I really don't wear it in public too often or, for work too often. Hey everybody. Um, but when I'm feeling inspired, I wear cheetah, otherwise known as leopard to some, but the correct word is cheetah. And those of you who may know me a long time, remember when I used to do a character named Life Coach Lurleen, and she wore this. She didn't wear this jacket, but she wore cheetah all the time. All right, so feeling sassy today, dressed for the occasion, and I'm feeling sassy because we're changing subject matter a little bit with this live, right? So you're used to me talking a lot about career change and, just some success tips too that can be used by anybody. But today I want to address my fellow solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, business owners, whatever you call yourself, people who are freelance or work for themselves or own their own companies. And I want to talk about the shifts that need to happen if you're a 5-figure business owner, 6-figure business owner, or 7-figure entrepreneur. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, if you're not someone who is in a business, but you are interested in being in business for yourself, you want to watch this. And if you're someone who doesn't want any of that, you may want to watch it just for the mindset stuff that could be helpful to you in any case. So here we go. All right, so I'm talking like if you're a coach, a consultant, a masseur, an artist, a bookkeeper, whatever you do, and you're in the 5-figure world, you're trading hours for dollars, right? Here's my time, or here's my product and the time I spend on it, and you're going to pay me for the time that I spend on it. And it's like, it's your art, it's your practice, it's what you do. All that is great. But when you're ready to move to the 6-figure earner as a solo practitioner, you need to start thinking out of practitioner and into business owner. And this is someplace that I got really early on as a coach. Like, I just couldn't be, a coach. It was a business. I treated it like a business. And that's why I've been a long-standing 6-figure business for 20 plus years, is because I always treated it like a business. And I saw so many of my colleagues not doing the same. They would have a bit of a bleeding heart. They work with people who couldn't pay them. Not that it's not nice to have scholarships and help people up along the way. I've done that. But we start getting like soft, and not treating it like a business. So if you want to leap to 6 figures and break through that ceiling, you need to know your worth. You need to raise your fees. You need to diversify your price point entry. Okay. So meaning that, if you're someone who trades hours for dollars, you can only get paid for the hours that you are trading. How about all those hours that you're doing marketing, and all those hours that you're creating content, and all those hours you're doing everything else? There comes a point where you have to delegate. You can't do it all yourself to get and elevate to the next level. So whether that means an assistant, it means you get your kid working with you, whatever it is, that has to have happened to get to the 6 figures. Now, I have somebody who I help, like one of my more famous stories, because it was in a magazine, was a recruiter who went from making $50K a year to $500K a year over 18 months time. And that definitely was about knowing her worth, asking for what she wanted, going for contracts that she wanted that she didn't think she could get. And lo and behold, she's now been retired for years as a millionaire because of that small shift of asking for what she wanted. Also, when you're at the 6-figure level and you want to start growing beyond, and we'll talk about that in a second, you have to think about, what if I get sick? Like, what happens to this business? Like, I got COVID. I was out for 2 weeks flat. Not a thing happened. I had to cancel everything. And that really opened my eyes to like, wow, I'm working on getting to the 7-figure level now. And you cannot be a one-person business, right? So let's talk about that. The shift from 6 figures to 7 figures. Now you're not just thinking like a business owner. You're thinking like an entrepreneur. You're thinking about building something that could outlast you. and you're getting more into the CEO mindset, right? So talk about having to let go. You want to get from 6 to 7, you can't be doing everything. You're not good at everything. You need to be thinking about those pieces you need to hire someone for. And look, whether that's just at 5 figures, 6 figures, or 7 figures, I know what it's like for self-employed people or business owners or CEOs or whatever you call yourself to go, oh, I can't spend that money. Oh, let's get a hold of that word spend. It is not spend, it's invest. When someone is working in the stock market or they're making investments in their mutual funds, they expect to get a return on that investment. And that's the same with you as a business owner. You must get a return on that investment, and therefore you're not spending anything. You're growing because you're doing those building blocks step by step. Now, been in 6 figures for a really long time, and now we're up leveling to get to 7, but in 2022. And I can see how every investment I made is a building block to the next, right? So it's not spending, it's I put a second team in place. I've always had an assistant, but then I put a second team in place that helps me with my marketing. Ooh, that's a big nut to make every month. But you know what? Because I have that, there's more revenue, right? Then you think of the next thing that needs to happen so that you can do more of what you're really good at. And that should make you more money too. So it's never about spending. It's about investing to get to the next level. Now, for those of you that are like, gee, I don't think I could ever be at the 7-figure mark, or I'm just trying to break through the 6-figure mark. No matter what, you have to have a vision of where you're headed. And the higher you go in your revenue capacity, the higher you come up against yourself. There's so much work to be done as a business owner, always on yourself. But the place that I want to leave you with today is, whether at the 5, 6, or 7, is what's your vision? What do you want to see happen? What's your why? And I got to tell you, it's got to be more than money, especially if you're an Aquarian like me. It's fun to make money, and it's fun to see that you can go to the next level. But having a goal that's bigger than you and the money is what keeps you invested. So ever since I started my coaching practice, way back when, I won't tell you, long time ago, how I kept myself going when I was the first to be on Oprah, when I was the first to get book deals, and there were other people who were out there before me. Why me? I was like ready to hide and be like, I can't, this isn't happening. And the thing that got me through was, this isn't about me. This is about a profession that the world needs. And I've always lived with the vision that everyone on the planet is a coach. That doesn't mean that we're all competitors and there's a million coaches, which there are, and some are better than others. But what it meant to me was that when I coach someone, I'm coaching the 100 people that they touch in their lives, right? So we are doing this so on and so on and so on of growth. So whether you're a coach or you work with numbers or you're an artist or you do something else, you got to think about, what's the impact I want to make that's going to live beyond me. That makes it fun to keep up leveling your game. So I hope you got something out of this today. We got to, I usually do these 6 minutes. We're already going on to 8. And I'll tell you that link in the bio for Instagram. I am doing a free masterclass next week for coaches who want to rise above the noise and become an A-list coach. And those of you on my other platforms, you can see that going on below on the ticker there. So go to the links, join me for a free 5-day masterclass next week to help you up level your game to 6 figures and beyond. So, I've got to only teach what I know how to do. So I definitely know how to get you to 6 figures and low 6 figures and to mid 6 figures. So come play. I'll see you soon, and come back next Friday, 10 a.m. I'm thinking, I've got a launch day, but I'll be here. Next Friday, 10 a.m. Thanks for playing, and me and my cheetah are going to go. Have fun now.